Hello everyone, welcome back to Tommy Time. Thanks for coming out. Hope you all had a great Christmas. Hope you got everything under the tree you desired. Plenty of tools, power, equipment, etc., etc. So I had seen these two fine beauties advertised today, so I went to scoop them up. I have a Craftsman here with a 5.5 horsepower and a Toro Recycler with a 675. So I found them on an app, OfferUp. I hardly ever use that app because I rarely find any deals. It's not a widely used app for buying and selling. So these popped up. They've been listed for 3 days. Owner says don't know if they run or not. Make me an offer. I want to get rid of them. So I put in a lowball offer of $30 for both, 15 and 15. So he said come and get them. So I snatched them up this morning. Real nice guy. I asked him, I thought maybe he had snatched them up on the side of the road. He said no, they were both his units, that this Craftsman sat for a while, and the Toro, the recoil broke. The spring's broken on that Kohler. What I'm going to do is look at the silver Craftsman first, then I'm going to go snatch a recoil for this Kohler and put it on, see what we got. Both fuel tanks were empty. I put fuel in both units. So the main issue with this Craftsman is the brake cable's rusted and broken half. If you can see the cable here, he's got it wired up to the handle, which isn't putting any tension on the spring. That spring has a lot of tension. Just tying it up to the handle here isn't going to open up the spring enough to do anything. So I've gone ahead and put a vice grip on the brake kill mechanism here to try to start it. I put a rag underneath because usually when I start them the vice grip bounces off and kills the engine. So hopefully we can do something with this. Let me bring you around and let's check the air filter on this. Then we can prime it 3 times and give it a tug. The nameplate on the recoil's missing. So I just did a little internet search. This is a 2012 Craftsman. I recognize this Precision Plus cutting. That is their trademark, Precision Plus. So it's a Craftsman unit. The date code on the gas tank is a 2012. But the other ID information on there for engine size is missing. It has 11-inch rear wheels, so after a quick search, I determined this is a 5.5 horsepower engine with a 21-inch cut blade, 3-in-1. In other words, you have side discharge, mulch, or bagging, 3-in-1 unit. So let's look at this air filter. No air filter, and the carburetor assembly looks dirty from here. So at the minimum, even if it starts, I'm going to do a carb clean. All the snot's gone into the carburetor. I want to start off fresh with the clean carburetor. I'll prime it 3 times and see what we got. Okay, 5 times. So that was my Christmas present. All we need is a brake cable and some cleanup. I'll quit out. Let me try starting it again. I put enough fuel in it, it shouldn't have pooped out unless the carburetor's dirty. The vice grips are still on the brake cable assembly. Plenty of fuel. Well, that didn't last long. At least it started, didn't rattle, no smoking. So this will be a good one to go. As you can see, it's been sitting outside, so hasn't the Toro. They were sitting along a fence line under a tree. Some sort of red berries are all over both of these. I think the homeowner enjoyed Corona. He left me a bottle cap. So I'll talk about the recycler here briefly. I'll do a second video when I change out the recoil. The spring's busted. We got no action on the recoil. This is a 2000 model year, 22-inch cut, 675 Kohler. Just by looking at it, the unit's been well used. You can see the front tire here on the left side. All the tread is down to the white plastic. The inner part of the plastic wheel is showing. So this thing's been run through a couple of fields once or twice. So I put fuel in this one. Like I said, the tank was empty, and it's dripping fuel out of the carburetor right now. So the float most likely is stuck in the open position and fuel's pouring out of it. So this will need a carb rebuild. I just want to see if it'll start. So I'm going to change out the recoil like I said, and then I'll come back at you. We can see if this thing starts. So that's all I have for you. They both look promising. Decks are in good shape on both of them. I haven't done one of these plastic carburetors in a while. I've been doing a lot of Pulsajets recently and the Quantum Briggs and Strattons. I just hadn't been picking up these plastic carburetors for a while. This is the first one I've done in quite some time. I enjoy doing these. They're quick and easy carbs to clean. And usually that's what the issue with these newer plastic units are, is the carburetors gunked up by people using ethanol fuel instead of non-ethanol. I hardly ever see anything go wrong with these. The ignition systems are good. No other issues that pop up on these newer plastic units. As always, thanks for coming out. Like I said earlier, hope you kids and cadets had a great Christmas. Hope Santa stopped and said hello. Keep moving. Thanks for coming out.